Bear Change, I want to thank you for helping me organize this meeting here today. And also the heads of the other 5 finances, online banking, gift cards, and of course stock portfolio. Thank you. This is an occasion for celebration. The Colossus Collector has stopped buying comics. Our pockets are full, and our balances are high. He hasn't shown a comic haul in months. In fact, he hasn't put out a video in 6 or 7 weeks. Times are good.
What? He's still been buying?
That's right. He just posted a new video to his YouTube channel.
Damn it.
What's going on, comic friends? It's Ryan the Colossus Collector, and thank you once again for stopping by my channel. So it's been a little while since I've done a video. My last video was my room tour. Thank you everyone for watching it. It was a really successful video for me. I think you can't go wrong with room tours. People always want to see the collections and how people set them up in their spaces. So I knew it would do well, but thank you for making my hunch a reality. It did really well, and I enjoyed doing it. And I'm sure I will do that again next year to update you how the room evolves, how the collection evolves. Definitely a fun yearly video to do, so I'll definitely do that in the future. So also recently been doing some live streams. Had a claim sale with a bunch of my friends from the comic community recently. It went really well. If you were in the chat during that sale, or you made some purchases from any of us who were selling, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. I think we all did pretty good selling our books. Some might have bought some books from our fellow friends selling. So I don't know if everybody came out in the black, but regardless, everybody came away with either a good result from selling or a good result from buying. So thank you so much for being a part of that if you were there and if you made purchases. So it's been a real while since I've done a video like today, which is a haul video. That's usually a staple on the channel, but of course, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I made some goals this year. The big one being X-Men #1, the original X-Men book. That's my big goal for 2024. I'm working towards it. And part of that goal is really just cutting back on spending in general on comics and saving up for it. I'm going to give you guys an update on the hunt for the X-Men one in my next video. But yeah, that's why I haven't been doing any big haul videos. You know, I've had a few little purchases here and there. But I have done, like I just said, I have made some buys lately. Kind of got a little bit an itchy trigger finger, wanted to buy some books. But I also got some cool stuff that's comic related that's joining the collection. I wanted to share that too. So let's get into the stuff I got for this haul video. And we'll start off with the comics. Alright, so I got a stack of books. You know, some of these I'm happy I got. Some of them I'm a little bit disappointed, I guess, that I got them. This one being kind of one I don't know why I bought. It is a Savage Submariner 72. It's a book I need for my run, but it's in really low quality condition, and I'm really trying to get high grade books for this run. I don't know what possessed me. I just kind of grabbed it. Yeah, it's a cool book, great cover, but yeah, it's just not in the condition I want. But it was I was just in a little bit of a buy mode, and I hadn't bought that one yet, so decided to get it. sometimes we buy things that we shouldn't, but at least it was really cheap. So no biggie, but you know, it's scratched off the list for now. Savage Submariner 72. So as you guys know, if you watch my channel, I'm not a huge modern guy, at least right now. But every once in a while, a book comes, you know, up on my radar, whether it's a variant cover or a mini series or something, and it piques my interest. It piques my desire to get it, and I jump on it. So at the start of March, or maybe end of February, I saw that this particular book was coming out, and it was a no-brainer. Must-have for the Colossus collector. And I'll start off here with the variant edition trade dress cover of Fall of the House of X #3, Miguel Mercado variant cover of Colossus, just badass, punching through a wall. Just a really cool, clean art cover. Absolutely love Colossus covers, of course. No brainer there. So grab this one up, but I absolutely had to have the Virgin variant. So I looked it up, tried to find some copies of it, and I did. I ended up getting 2 copies of it, with the hopes of sending them into CGC and get that 9.8 Virgin variant of this Miguel Mercado Colossus cover. Absolutely love it. The one of them had like a decent little crease in it, so I'm hoping that comes out in a cold press before I send them in. But just absolutely love this cover, and had to have it in the PC and go after that 9.8. Alright, so as you guys know too, I'm collecting the X-Men run 1 to 300, obviously number 1 being my big goal for the year, but part of that goal is just, part of my goals for this year, kind of my more minor goals or side goals, is to just continue to build on that run. I'm pretty much just down to about like 18 to 20 books in the Silver Age. And, you know, I'm also keeping my eye out for some upgrades as well throughout the run, especially in the Claremont era. But if, you know, I come across a decent opportunity to get an upgrade in a Silver Age book as well, I'll definitely consider it, and that's what happened here. So I ended up putting up my X-Men 22 for sale at my claim sale. Eric from SideQuest Comics claimed it. Shout out to Eric, glad I could sell it. But the reason I put that one up for sale is because I got a really nice clean copy of X-Men 22. This is a Find VF copy. I got it from Market Collectibles in a little 3-book lot, and this was just a really good buy from that group. It was an upgrade, and allowed me to then sell the copy I already had. So really ends up not costing me too much in terms of the upgrade. So really glad to have this upgrade to X-Men 22. So part of that lot, like I said, it was a 3-book lot. It was all Silver Age X-Men, and so that 22 was an upgrade for sure, and so was this one. This is X-Men 33, and that is just an awesome Juggernaut cover. The green's awesome. The colors are so great on this book. I have a copy of this. Like I said, it's an upgrade. This is actually like a VG, maybe a VG plus. It's still got some wear. My Silver Age run isn't really something I'm necessarily looking to get at like super high grade or even like high mid grade, but I'm, you know, just looking for really presentable books that just look great, and this one really does. I have, like I said, another copy, but that one has way more wear and chipping along the edges. This looks like a much better conditioned book, even if it's not like a huge upgrade. So it was worth pulling the trigger on with this lot, and I'll show you the next book that comes up, which was the real kicker to buy this. But I mean, love this book. To get another copy of it and it'd be a nice upgrade like this, great decision. So this was really the book that caught my eye the most. Not that it's probably you know, that Juggernaut cover is definitely the most desirable book in the lot, but this one I don't have, and that's X-Men 29, and this is a VG Plus copy, but like looks really great, and yeah, just definitely wanted to grab this one. This is definitely checking off a book on my X-Men Silver Age list, and yeah, happy to have this one, and yeah, just creeping ever so close, or creeping ever so closer to completing the run of 1 to 300. This helps. Alright, so then I bought, you know, sometimes I go on Whatnot, I try, you know, I feel like I could generally find pretty good deals on Whatnot. I've been on it enough, I've been burned enough that I kind of tend to know where to shop on there, but you know what, it's still not always the best place for me. But this was great buy. This is X-Men 85, and this is a reprint, part of the X-Men reprints that happened between the 60s and 90s, when X-Men was discontinued, before, of course, the Claremont era relaunched it, and you know, X-Men became the X-Men we love. So, but that's part of, you know, these are independent numbers, so I'm definitely trying to collect the reprints as well. So this is one of the ones that I'm looking for, and happy to scratch it off the list. It's not in perfect shape, but it's in pretty nice shape. It's got some spine ticks and stuff. It's a mid-grade copy. But yeah, just definitely happy to grab this one and check another one off the list. All right. This was from a different Whatnot seller. Again, what happens sometimes with me on Whatnot is I go on Whatnot and I'll make a buy that I like, and then I'll sort of try to buy more stuff within that sale to kind of just like justify a little more the payment on shipping, because when you buy one book, automatically you're paying the full shipping cost, and then every book afterwards is way cheaper. In Canada, it can be anywhere from $11 to $15 shipping on your first book, usually coming from the US, and then it's like, I don't know, a buck or two afterwards. But I bought something that I'll show a little later, and then this book came up. It's a great book, and I was trying to kind of like get that shipping to be better. And the book is X-Men 133, first solo cover of Wolverine, iconic book, part of the Dark Phoenix saga, and I thought it was maybe a little bit better condition than it is. It's got some spine ticks. I'm looking to get an upgrade on this book, but this definitely doesn't hit it. So I probably shouldn't have bought it. I don't think I really overpaid for it, so I'll probably flip it. But yeah, it just kind of goes into that, like, was it really worth buying this? Sometimes, you know, you make purchases you regret, and yeah, I kind of regret this. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm happy to have this book. I don't mind having extra copies, but would have just liked if it was a little bit higher grade. Okay, so this next book kind of is a little disappointing because I am chasing this in a 9.8, and I bought this thinking it was a contender. Sometimes, you know, the problem with Whatnot is you can't get it in your hands, right? It's not necessarily you know, the buyer trying to mislead you. Sometimes the buyer's selling tons and tons of books, and they don't really have the time necessarily, or they forget, or they miss something on a book, right? So this book I bought, and make no mistake, it's a high grade copy of X-Men 122. The flaw with this book is that there's a light miswrap, which I did know about, but I don't know, I just didn't really clue into how it was trimmed at the top. And I hear back and forth, some people say that CGC doesn't ding you for that, but I've also heard that they will not give you a 9.8 with a bad trim. And I did experience that with my X-Men 266, a beautiful book, but it's got a slightly bad trim on the top where it says Uncanny. It's kind of like right up to the edge there, and I got a 9.6 on it. Maybe it depends on the grader you get, that sort of thing. So that was a little bit bothersome, but the thing that really kind of bugged me about the book was, after inspection, I found that there is, let me see where I can see it, yeah, there is a small hole right here where my finger is. It's very tiny. It looks like someone took like a sharpened pencil and just like poked a perfect little circular hole in the cover. And it's very missable. I could see how a buyer wouldn't see that if they're kind of just doing a quick scan. Unfortunately, though, that's definitely not a 9.8. That's going to knock it back to a 9.4 to a 9.2. And I already have a 9.4, 9.6 raw copy of this book. I need the 9.8. So, unfortunately, this one just becomes another miss. So, a little disappointed in it. And I know I could, like, probably get it exchanged or get my money back or whatever. I don't know if it's worth the hassle. I still love this book. I could never have too many copies of it. But yeah, disappointed that it's just not gonna come up to a 9.8, which is what I really need. Alright, so that's it for negative books. Love this book. Got a great deal on it. It's not a 9.8 contender. I am looking for this in a 9.8, but can't beat the price I got on this. Maybe 2 or 3 spine ticks. And that is Uncanny X-Men 124. The first Proletarian. Colossus becomes the Proletarian. Not a significant key, but an awesome cover. Obviously for the Colossus collector. And I'm just really excited to get this one at the price I got. It's I believe it's an upgrade on the copy I do have, so it'll stay part of my raw run, and it's just a really killer book. So see, Whatnot, you get good stuff, but you can also get negative stuff, bad stuff. So it all just kind of depends on how much you're paying attention. And maybe sometimes getting a little lucky. So really happy to get this one. And that's it for the comic books. But like I said, I got a few other cool things in the last couple days or a couple weeks. So wanted to share that as well. So you might have noticed that Coca-Cola and Marvel are doing a cross promotion. They did this awesome commercial that had my boy Colossus in it as like a main character of it. I really like that main spot because they use characters that aren't like the go-to you know, Marvel staples. They didn't use like Iron Man, Captain America. They used Daredevil, Colossus, and Black Widow, and then they featured some other characters. There was a little Deadpool cameo. Juggernaut was a big kind of the bad guy in that spot. Really cool spot. I actually might do a video where I just break down the commercial, seeing as that's what I work in. I work in advertising and stuff, so it might be kind of a cool exercise to break down that spot. But part of this promotion or this collaboration is that Coke is coming out with all these special Marvel cans and bottles that feature a bunch of different characters. But I will say that if you're looking to collect all the cans, which I want to do, I'm going to give you a little warning. So the way they're releasing them in cases, at least for the cans, is they're kind of like releasing each character one at a time or two at a time over the course of however many months this is running into the summer. And so when you buy a case of Coke or Coke Zero, because they're on both brands, it's all one character in the case. So don't go out buying like 100 cases of Coke, because you're going to end up with 100 cases of Daredevil and Iron Man between Coke Zero and Coca-Cola. It's they're doing it in a way that's going to make you have to buy a lot of cases or find a way to buy them in single form. So that's just a little warning and a little tip in case you're looking to do the same thing I am, which is collect all the cans. And I will add that I did not go out and buy a bunch of cases. I only bought a couple cases of Coke and then Coke Zero. So I don't have like a whole extra whack of cases lying around. So I've been able to get my hands on 3 different cans. So the first one is Daredevil, right there. I'll put it right there. Cool Coca-Cola can, Daredevil on it. Certain characters will be on regular Coke, certain characters will be on Coke Zero, so gonna have to kind of bounce between the two of them. Then, like I said, Iron Man, got the Iron Man can there. And those were the 2 first characters that launched, but they have released cans of Coke Zero with Captain Marvel as well. So I have these 3 characters now. Of course, I'm most looking forward to Colossus. I wish he was going to be on Coke Zero because I like Coke Zero better than Coca-Cola, but he will be on the regular Coke, so at some point I'm going to have to get a hold of one of those cans. But just showing you my progress on the Marvel Coke cans. Definitely going to collect all of these. And you know, it kind of reminds me of when Pepsi released all those Star Wars Episode 1 cans that were really collectible as well. I had a few when I was a kid, but it'll be cool to collect this whole series and kind of find a place for them in my comic room. Alright, so this next item I've actually shown it on the channel a few times. It was in my room tour video. I've kind of used it on the Council of X once or twice, but I wanted to give it a dedicated spot in this show just to like shout it out again, because it is just literally so cool. And it is my Bleacher Creature Sentinel, X-Men 97 Sentinel. It is so cool. I know I'm a grown man with a plush toy, but this thing is awesome. I saw it on an Instagram post and it was like, that I have to have. So really cool, and it features characters fighting it as well. So it's got Wolverine, it's got Cyclops, and it's got Rogue. And then on the back, it's got Beast, Storm, and Jean Grey. Really cool. Reminds me of those old, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, wrestling buddy things that you could get in the 80s and 90s that kids would wrestle with. Basically the same design. But yeah, really cool to have a Sentinel, and goes really well with the comic room. So happy to have this Bleacher Creature. I honestly don't know the best places to buy these. I know some LCSs have them. I was going to buy one from actually Jay and Silent Bob's Comic Stash, the famous comic store owned by Kevin Smith, but they were kind of waiting for a shipment to come in, so I didn't get it. Ended up finding a good price on eBay and bought it on eBay. So, my best tip is to look on eBay or try to contact Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash or maybe another LCS. Googling it and stuff, I really struggled to find it. Maybe it'll have a better release now that it's been out for about a month or so. But yeah, that's my tips if you're looking for it on the web. Alright, this last piece is so random, and I'll tell you where I got it. I was on that Whatnot stream where I bought that Wolverine X-Men cover. And this was the first item that came up that piqued my interest, and I had to buy it because it was just really cool. Super random, super odd thing to buy on Whatnot, but I wanted it, and I got it. So here is a special collector's edition of Cinnamon Toast Crunch with Amazing Fantasy 15, the very first Spider-Man, homaged on the front of the box. It's a limited run. I got 1063 of 1962. It's celebrating 60 years of the comic book. If you go around to the back side, it's got, I believe that's the first splash page. And then you could even open it up and then read more of the origin story of Spider-Man being bit by the spider. It's got Spider-Man on the side. I don't know. It's just really cool. I know it's a box of cereal, but it's sealed, unopened. It's in pretty good condition. It's got a little bit of wear on the corner, but it's just a cool little piece that I could put over in the corner somewhere. Yeah, just kind of cool. I like kind of product-y stuff, as you can see from the Coke cans. I've always liked that stuff, even with sports, and collected some of that growing up. So, I don't want to just have a bunch of junk and garbage in the room, but some of this stuff's really cool. So I thought I'd grab this one just because it's pretty unique, and it wasn't expensive. So just a cool little memorabilia piece for the comic room. So that is my comic haul like no other. Just some fun items along with some cool books. It's nice to do a haul video. I miss doing the haul videos I was doing last year, but I've been really trying to keep it tight and conservative when it comes to buying books and buying stuff. Despite that, there are things here and there that I'm buying. So you will definitely see some future purchase videos and whatnot, but really keeping it tight and trying to get to that X-Men 1. So this next video I'm going to come out with is just a little update on that chase, kind of my plan, my route I'm taking to get to the X-Men 1. Want to kind of bring you in on the plan and just talk about where I'm at with it. So I'll do that soon. That'll probably be my next video coming out. I do have another book, a big book that I bought that is coming in, and I'll definitely show that off when I get it, when it arrives. And yeah, just keep looking out for Council of X live streams, as well as X-Men collector chats. Those are a little more infrequent, but Dan and I do have one coming up. It might have already happened with Troy, so that's going to be a great time. And I will also say I'm thinking about trying to do another live stream series that would kind of open it up beyond X-Men. I love my X-Men. I love talking about X-Men. But I don't want this channel to be completely dominated all the time by X-Men. I want to be able to talk to more people about Marvel and about comics. So, gonna open up a little bit more with maybe a new series. Or might be a series that I started a long time ago that didn't ever get off the ground. Kind of bring that back. We'll see. I'm working on a plan, so that'll come out soon, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. And I just want to also ask, if you're not already, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate the support. You know, once we hit 1K, the subscribers started to kind of drop a little bit. Not people unsubscribing, but just, you know, new subscribers. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just the chase for the 1,000. Maybe it was the giveaway. I didn't really think the giveaway really helped that much, but maybe it did. So if you are on the fence, please consider supporting the channel and subscribing. And don't forget also smash that like button. And also comment in the comment section. Would love to hear what you think about the stuff. And you know, anything else you want to talk about. So please don't hesitate to leave a comment. And if you liked this video, why don't you check out my room tour to see all I got in this great space here. And then why don't you check out my last haul video, which was a little while ago. So check that one out. And until the next time, keep collecting.